What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Mags. So here is my match reaction to, of course, the game against Cambridge tonight at St James's Park. Of course, I was there in attendance with my family at the game, and I've just come back now and, looking on that match and the way the game played out. Newcastle put in a really good effort in the game. It was just unfortunate that, both of the goals were disallowed for offside. Looking at it though, the second goal shouldn't have been disallowed for offside. The first one, I'm not too sure on myself because I couldn't really see it properly from where I was sitting in the ground. But on the second one, I had a very good look at that one from where I was sitting in the ground, and I had a very good view of that one. And, there was a Cambridge player right in front of the Newcastle player, so there was absolutely no way Newcastle's player could have been offside there. Absolutely no way. So that one should have definitely been allowed. Of course, we're seeing Cambridge score their goal. It was checked for an offside, which then eventually they did end up getting that given in their favour, which is absolutely laughable. They never once checked Newcastle's for offside. They just immediately give them as offsides, which, again, we've been saying this quite a bit, especially with the guy who was on VAR tonight, who, of course, replaced the guy that should have been on VAR, which the guy who should have been on VAR was, of course, Simon Hooper, but instead he was replaced by Peter Banks, which, I said in my preview about him, and I'm quite, vocal on Peter Banks. I don't like him as a referee or even on VAR, to be honest. He does have very one-sided opinions towards Newcastle when he does officiate Newcastle's games. Of course, we should have had Tony Harrington as a referee tonight, but instead we ended up with, of course, Michael Salisbury, which I said in the preview, of course, from Preston. Tony Harrington was, of course, from Hartlepool. Supposedly that was why he couldn't ref the game, which, if that's the case, then why was Mike Dean allowed to ref the game against Newcastle versus Liverpool in the Premier League, when he's from the Wirralls? So there's a lot of questions can be asked about the officiating team being changed over tonight. It does scream some sort of levels of corruption there, especially after the way the game played out tonight. Newcastle put in a really good shift. Joe Linton was fantastic once again. Kieran Trippier put in a really good shift for the first time in a black and white shirt, since, of course, on his debut. And, I'm sure we'll see a lot more of that from Kieran Trippier moving forward, and hopefully we will. Joe Linton is looking fantastic, and he has done since Eddie Howe came in. Eddie Howe is doing absolute wonders with Joe Linton, and, it's nice to see that Joe Linton is finally getting appreciated at the club as well. And, he's not being insulted, because you could see, the lad did have some efforts there. It was just needing the right guy to bring it out, and Eddie Howe has been that right guy to bring that, potential that is there within Joe Linton out, and we're now seeing it, and it's just great to see. And I'm sure the lad absolutely, appreciates all the respect that he's getting given by the fans as well for his efforts that he is doing to keep the team going. Of course, tonight's results, it is a bit of a shock one, obviously, with Cambridge coming away as a 1-0 winner in the game. But at the end of the day, there's positives to look at from this game. The fact that now out of the cup, it does mean that we can focus more on the league, which is obviously a main priority for us. We have to focus on the league because we've got to stay up this season. That is the main goal, So, yes, we might be out of the cup. It's not great. I'm not happy neither. As we're never going to be. Nobody's ever going to be happy that their team loses. It would be absolutely ludicrous if you were happy at the end of the day. But, we're out of the cup, and we can focus now on staying in the Premier League, pushing on ahead. You know, that is the main focus now. Obviously getting in more players as well in this transfer window. You know, hopefully getting in Sven Botman, Diego Carlos as well would be absolute fantastic acquisitions to bring into the team. Of course, a couple more as well would be great. A nice striker would be a priority for we're going forward. Of course, with the news that Callum Wilson could be out for quite a while. Obviously, we need a striker to be finishing their balls coming into the box. And, you know, that's basically it, really. There's not really much else you can say about the game tonight other than, you know, good luck to Cambridge United, really, for the next round. Whoever they get, you know, good luck to them at the end of the day. You know, no hard feelings to Cambridge. It was a little annoying that they did time waste at the end, but, you know, it is expected from a team, you know, that play in League One and they've got a 1-0 lead against a team that play in the Premier League. Even if we are 19th in the Premier League, you know, at the end of the day, we're still a Premier League team. They're a League One team, you know, so if they have a 1-0 lead, they're obviously going to time waste. It's only obvious, you know, at the end of the day, but we'll move on from this game. We'll go on to the next game and, you know, it's just think positive, keep it moving on, one game at a time, and we will get there, and hopefully we will stay up this season and go into the next season, you know, to build upon a new era at Newcastle United. But let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you can, please hit that like and subscribe button to the channel, and I'll see you all next time. Oh well, lads.